1 in 3 women will experience some form of pelvic floor dysfunction in her lifetime, yet the vast majority never receive a proper diagnosis or learn that effective solutions exist outside of surgery. Dr. Mercola sheds light on an issue that affects millions of women silently and explains why the right approach can make a dramatic difference.
Welcome to Dr. Mercola's Cellular Wisdom. Stay informed with quick, easy-to-listen summaries of our latest articles, perfect for when you're on the go. No reading required. Subscribe for free at mercola.com for the latest health insights.
Hello and welcome to Dr. Mercola's Cellular Wisdom. The pelvic floor is a group of muscles, ligaments, and connective tissue that stretches like a hammock across the base of the pelvis. It supports the bladder, uterus, and rectum, and it plays a central role in urinary control, bowel function, and sexual health. Dr. Mercola explains that when these muscles weaken or become damaged, the organs they support can shift downward, creating symptoms that range from mild inconvenience to daily disruption.
The 3 most common forms of pelvic floor dysfunction are urinary incontinence, fecal incontinence, and pelvic organ prolapse. A large study found that roughly 32% of adult women have at least one of these conditions, with bowel-related issues being the most prevalent at nearly 25%, followed by urinary incontinence at 11%. Dr. Mercola notes that many women assume these problems are a normal part of aging or an inevitable consequence of childbirth. They are neither.
Childbirth is the single biggest risk factor, particularly vaginal delivery. The stretching and potential tearing of pelvic floor muscles during labor can weaken the support structure permanently if not addressed. Dr. Mercola points out that women who have had multiple vaginal deliveries, prolonged pushing phases, or large babies are at significantly higher risk. However, pelvic floor problems also affect women who have never been pregnant, especially those who are overweight, chronically constipated, or have jobs that involve heavy lifting.
The most underutilized intervention is pelvic floor physical therapy. Dr. Mercola highlights that specialized physical therapists can assess muscle tone, identify areas of weakness or tension, and design targeted exercise programs that go far beyond basic kegel exercises. Research consistently shows that guided pelvic floor rehabilitation reduces incontinence episodes and improves prolapse symptoms in the majority of women who commit to the program.
Kegel exercises remain important, but Dr. Mercola stresses that many women perform them incorrectly or inconsistently. The contraction should feel like lifting and squeezing the muscles you would use to stop the flow of urine. Holding for 5 to 10 seconds, then fully relaxing for the same duration, repeated 10 to 15 times 3 times a day, is a commonly recommended protocol, but the key is consistency over weeks and months, not sporadic effort.
Diet plays a larger role than most women realize. Chronic constipation is one of the most common aggravating factors because straining during bowel movements puts repeated downward pressure on the pelvic floor. Dr. Mercola recommends a fiber-rich diet built on whole vegetables, fermented foods, and adequate hydration to maintain regular, soft bowel movements. He also warns that processed foods and excessive sugar promote the gut dysbiosis that contributes to constipation in the first place.
Weight management is another modifiable factor. Excess abdominal weight places constant pressure on the pelvic floor, weakening it over time. Dr. Mercola connects this to his broader framework of metabolic health. Reducing seed oil intake, prioritizing whole foods, and incorporating time-restricted eating all support healthy body composition, which in turn reduces the mechanical load on the pelvic floor.
For women with more advanced prolapse, Dr. Mercola mentions pessaries as a non-surgical option. These are silicone devices inserted into the vagina to physically support the organs that have shifted. They come in various shapes and sizes and can be fitted by a healthcare provider. Many women find significant relief with a pessary alone, avoiding or postponing surgery entirely.
Exercise selection matters too. High-impact activities like running, jumping, and heavy squatting can worsen pelvic floor symptoms if the muscles are already compromised. Dr. Mercola suggests that women with pelvic floor concerns focus on low-impact strengthening exercises, walking, swimming, yoga, and Pilates, while building pelvic floor strength before returning to more demanding movements.
The larger message is that pelvic floor dysfunction is common, treatable, and far too often ignored. Women do not have to accept leaking, pressure, or discomfort as permanent parts of life. Head to mir-cola.com to read the full guide on pelvic floor health, including the exercises, dietary strategies, and professional options that can make a real difference. Drop a comment and tell us Have you or someone you know dealt with pelvic floor issues, and what approach helped the most?
Thank you for listening to Dr. Mercola Cellular Wisdom. See you in the next episode.
Looking for trusted health wisdom you can hold in your hands? Discover the life-changing books of Dr. Mercola at joyhousepublishing.com. These titles bring decades of natural health research into practical steps for better energy, stronger immunity, and clearer thinking. Take charge of your health with guidance rooted in science and experience. Visit joyhousepublishing.com now and claim your bonuses while they are available.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe now and click the notification bell so you never miss an update. See you in the next video.